Do you smell it? Smells good, doesn't it? You gotta love the smell of virtual food. It's magically delicious food. It's something we eat every day. At least I hope you do. If you haven't, pause the video and go get something to eat while you watch. Food has such a large variety that you could eat something different every day for a year and still have plenty of new things to try. Food is so beloved that it's even found its way into the video games we play every day. Whether it heals us, gives us a power-up, or just looks fantastic, food is just as important in games as it is in the real world. While I have something cooking in the oven, why not talk about my favorite gourmet dishes in gaming? What counts as food in gaming? As long as it's in a video game and somebody in the game intends to eat it, it counts. Bonus points if there's a special effect or healing that happens when you eat it. Also making the rule that I've had to play the game at least once. So as delicious as the canteen food in Monster Hunter is, it won't be on the list. Which is a shame because it looks so good. Alright, prepare your bibs and get ready to be hungry. Time for my top 10 favorite foods in video games. Number 10! Our number 10 food comes from the world of Bugsnax, a strange place where the food is alive and moving, but you can still eat them just fine. Your body also becomes the food you eat, so you are literally what you eat. And there's certainly a lot of these Bugsnax creatures to eat, but the one we want hides in the forest, waiting for his moment to strike. Prepare to pounce the moment he searches for his delicious prey. Ketchup. Bunger from Bugsnax, a cute, adorable living burger with French fries for legs and tusks. He's adorable in a creepy way when he walks around. But don't mess with him, because if you have ketchup on you, Bunger sees red, literally, and charges after that tomato substance like his life depends on it. But that's okay, because you can use ketchup plants and a slingshot to guide him to where you need him, so you can have an advantage. You can even get Bungers to run into each other if you put ketchup on another Bunger. It's hilarious. I have a soft spot for this guy, and he's one of the most memorable creatures in the entire game. Although I do have to ask, is the paper part of his body, or is he wearing clothes? The Many Mysteries of Bunger. Number 9! Stardew Valley, a game about growing crops, feels right at home on this list. You have the ability to grow a variety of veggies, and once you upgrade your house, you get a kitchen where you make tons of recipes. There are so many recipes in this game that there's an actual Stardew Valley cookbook you can get. Let's hope you were watching the Queen of Sauce on Sundays, although you don't need her to get this next recipe. Number 9 is Stardew Valley's pumpkin soup. You get this by being friends with Robin the carpenter, and getting your friendship up to 7 hearts. After you do this, she will mail you the recipe. Once you do befriend her, all you need is pumpkin from your crops and milk from a cow, and voila, pumpkin soup. It's a simple recipe, sure, but along with healing you and restoring energy, it also increases your defenses and luck stats. Plus, let's be honest, I can't think of a better dish to have during the fall and winter seasons. Imagine the leaves fall, the air becoming crisp and chilly, just you sipping on a nice warming bowl of pumpkin soup. And I mean actual pumpkin, none of that pumpkin spice shit. Number 8! There's a lot of food in the world of Pokémon. Some of that food is made from actual Pokémon. Don't think about that too hard, kid. A lot of food you can feed to your Pokemon in order to help them either get stronger and possibly make them like you more. We've had curry, sandwiches, berries, and even rare candies from the original games. But the winner of my number 8 slot has to go to Poké Puffs from Pokemon X and Y. These cute little pastries that you just stuff into your Pokemon's mouth throughout your adventure raises their affinity with you. Makes sense, if you stuff sweets in my mouth, I'd like you more too. They come in 4 varieties: basic, frosted, fancy, and deluxe, each one giving your Pokemon more affinity than the last. There's even a special 5th variety called Supreme that you can get for specific events. Regardless, each variety looks delicious. resembling little chocolates that I wish I could try along with my Pokémon. And I think it's a sweet addition for this list. Number 7! One franchise I don't talk about much on this channel is Kingdom Hearts, which is a shame because I truly love the franchise. I still remember playing Kingdom Hearts 2 for the first time and asking myself so many questions. Where is Sora from the last game? Who's this Roxas guy? And more importantly, where can I get some sea salt ice cream? Sea salt ice cream is described as both salty and sweet at the same time. It's become a favorite in the series, as Roxas and his friends would often climb to the top of the tower and enjoy these sea-themed frosty treats between adventures. It's technically an item you can collect in-game, but it doesn't heal or buff you in any way. But I think what makes sea salt ice cream so important is what it represents. Friendship. It bonds friends together, representing a carefree time, right before the darkness comes, and moments of light would become a distant, if significant, memory. The ice cream would be introduced in Kingdom Hearts 2, but featured a lot in the series, including 385th over 2 days. Yes, that is the name of the game, non-Kingdom Hearts fans. And while life and friendships may not always go well, we can always enjoy a sweet and salty treat to remind us of better times. Number 6! The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, a game where you sail to your heart's content, exploring island after island, charting your course as you go, and also visiting Grandma for her special soup. Like any Zelda game, there are a variety of potions you can get. Some that heal you, others that buff you, but what if you had a potion that did both? Well, that can be a reality when you visit Grandma and get her specialty, Elixir soup. It admittedly doesn't look that appetizing, sure, but it's functionality that matters here. Sorry, Grandma. It not only heals you, but doubles your attack power until you receive damage. Not only that, but there are 2 servings per bottle, giving you more than your money's worth. Is what I would say if it cost money, but it's made with Grandma's love, and that's free, baby! As long as you have a bottle, she'll be happy to make you some. Thanks so much, Grandmama! I'm off to fight the Lord of Evil now, bye!
Oh, that's nice, dear. Wait, what the fuck?
Number 5! So, fun fact, did you know cooking was supposed to be useful in Xenoblade 3, but a glitch prevented it from doing anything but look good? That's a big oof right there. To be fair, that was a launch problem. They eventually patched out the glitch, and those delicious dishes acquired delicious combat benefits too. You can find these canteens in rest spots, where if you have the right ingredients, Manana, an adorable pink Napon, will cook all sorts of delicious foods for your 6 party members to try. There are lots of meals in the land of Ionios, many made from the colonies of Kevis and Agnes. But if I had to pick one as my favorite, I'd have to go with the Monicurry special. It's made with tasty sausages, pink asparagus, 1,000 carrots, frangible yams, and lucky spice. Or just 2 silver Napon coins. It looks absolutely scrumptious, and it gives you effects in battle and the overworld. You get a 25% experience boost, 25% enemy gold boost, and 20% enemy drop boost, all for 35 minutes. Like I said, it's all fixed now. It's cool having MMO-like mechanics in a game like Xenoblade, and it makes grinding and farming a lot easier too. Thank you, Manana, for making sure we're not fighting on an empty stomach. Number 4! In Animal Crossing New Horizons, we got an update that introduced farming and cooking. This brought with it a whole slew of recipes. Entrees, fish dishes, desserts, and so many things you could eat to increase your energy, all while looking absolutely delicious. The food, not me. But maybe me. Which one of these did I pick? Well, none of them, actually. That's right, the food I chose for this entry has been with the series way before New Horizons. Although food may not be the right word. How can I not put Brewster's coffee on this list? The atmosphere alone gets it on here. The music itself is so heartwarming and cozy. You get all the vibes of a local coffee shop that could change your life. The way Brewster pours you that coffee just looks great too. I mean, you can practically smell the coffee beans wafting from your Nintendo Switch. If they ever found a way to create digital smell, this is the first game I'd be seeing how well it works. If you're ever having a hectic day, it's nice to unwind, have a cup of joe, and relax from the day-to-day stress. While the coffee itself doesn't do anything, you can get a cup of coffee to go from Brewster. That'll increase your energy in-game, and you can drink it up to 3 times. It's always smart to have the good stuff on the go. Regardless of if you have it out and about, or in the cafe with friends, there's truly no coffee quite like the Roost. And that's not just because of the pigeon milk. Number 3! If Kirby isn't in your list about food, then something is seriously wrong with that list. Kirby could eat everything on this list twice, and still have room for a main course. And there are tons of food in the Kirby games, whether he's guzzling it down, sharing it with his friends, or if he's rolling around in it for games like Kirby's Dream Buffet. Food is a serious part of Kirby's universe. Look at him just rolling around in the ice cream and desserts. That said, no, none of these examples made the list. The next food item is in Waddle Dee Town in Kirby and the Forgotten Land. After saving a certain amount of Waddle Dees, you can unlock the Waddle Dee Cafe, where you can buy food to eat while you adventure. You can also take part in mini games, where you serve food to hungry Waddle Dee customers. It's fun and adorable, just like the food that's served, which is a maximum tomato, an energy drink. Waddle Dee needs caffeine after all, the Kirby dessert, and our number 3 pick, the Kirby Burger. A patty with lettuce and tomato served on a bun that looks just like the pink puffball himself. Look at it! You thought Kirby was cute enough to eat? Well, now you can eat him. Eat him! He also gives you 20% of your health back when you eat him to go. Granted, it's not the most you get health-wise, but what it lacks in functionality is made up for in presentation. Also, fun fact, the Waddle Dee Cafe is based on the real-life Kirby Cafe in Japan, where, yes, they serve an actual Kirby burger. Oh, I would love to try that burger one day. One day I will eat you, Kirby. Number 2! Zelda gets 2 entries on this list. What can I say? Zelda games know how to make their food look good. This time we're going with Tears of the Kingdom, where the cooking mechanic from Breath of the Wild makes a return. You can cook lots of delicious and helpful meals in Hyrule. And while the meat skillet is useful, there's one new ingredient that has forever changed Hyrule.
That's it, cheese.
In Hateno Village, you find a girl who sees a bottle stuck in the middle of a lake. You have to build a boat, get the bottle, and give it to the girl where it contains the trick on how to make cheese out of Hylian milk. And Bob's your uncle. Now you have Hylian cheese, which you can get for only 20 rupees or by trading your own Hylian milk. But the real magic happens with the poster inside the new cheese shop. If you combine cheese, Hylian tomatoes, and Tabitha's wheat together, you get the most delicious delicacy in all of Hyrule. Da-na-na-na! Hylian tomato pizza! They put my favorite food in Zelda. It looks so good. I want some of that cheesy goodness with crust, and I love pizza so much. It also fills up 7 hearts. And if you add some protein on the pizza, it'll heal you even more. It fills me with so much joy that Hylians discovered my favorite food. And I hope the Hylian pizza becomes a staple in future titles. But what is my ultimate favorite food? My number 1 favorite video game food is... Oh, it's ready! Number 1!
Baking this pie fills me with determination.
Yeah, this was an easy number 1 for me. In fact, I'm sure it's the number 1 for a lot of people, as I've seen so many recipes for this particular dessert. In Undertale, when you first go underground, one of the first kind souls you encounter is Toriel, the goat lady who sort of just takes you in. She guides you through the beginning of the ruins, gives you a cell phone, you can flirt with her and call her mom, and it's really weird if you do it in that order. But at one point, she asks you the ultimate question. Which do you prefer? Butterscotch or cinnamon? No matter what you choose, the result is the same. You enter her home and she tells you she is making a butterscotch cinnamon pie. You explore her home, see how cozy it is. It's easy to get lost in the music. You even kind of wish you could live here for a bit. And when you take a nap in your room, you wake up and see a slice of butterscotch cinnamon pie waiting for you. Aww. The butterscotch cinnamon pie is one of the best healing items in the game. Arguably the best, as it not only heals you, but depending on when you use it, it can have dramatic effects on the game. Things like making certain fights easier, and causing interesting things to happen with certain characters. But even so, that's not the reason why I adore it so much. There's just something so welcoming about Toriel in the game. So motherly and kind that her baking the pie for us represents. It reminds me of how my own mom would bake goods for me when I was a kid. And now, years later, that little token of love still meant so much. And I am glad to see something similar in this beautifully crafted indie game. That is why butterscotch cinnamon pie is my favorite video game food, and why I can't wait to finally try it.
Alright, it's my first time trying it. Let's try this sucker. Tastes like home. Could use more butterscotch. This is actually pretty good, goddamn.
Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, and check out my other videos too. Special thanks to all the people who helped me out with the video. I couldn't have done it without all of you. Also, an extra special thanks to my Patreon patrons, including Mantelferox and Savacom. If you'd like to join the Patreon, the link is in the description below, along with my Twitch, Blue Sky, and Instagram. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good night.
Oh, I'm so proud of my grandson going around to different islands helping people, all to defeat the dark wizard Ganon, who holds the Triforce of Power. Oh, I'm so proud of my grandson for helping people. Wait, he's going to defeat Ganon, the dark wizard who holds the Triforce of Power?